Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin. For those of you who are new here, how are you doing today? I hope you are doing well. It is a little rainy, a little yucky outside, so I have my nice little flannel on here to keep me warm, as well as a cup of tea for journaling today. I am so excited because I'm going to be starting a brand new journal. Okay, I know I said this in my last video, but this is going to be a journal for moving out, planning different spreads for apartment hunting, things like that. So I plan to move out in the fall, so I thought I might as well start a new journal here. This one is from Notebook Therapy, and I actually did a comparison video on a whole bunch of different journals. If you are new to bullet journaling, I'll have it linked down below for you guys, just below the like button. So while you're down there searching for that video, go hit the like button and the subscribe button. It really does help support my channel to grow. And with that, we can hop on into the video. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to create a moving journal. This is my very first time doing anything moving related, so I thought I'd set up this cute timeline just at the very beginning to mark my progress. Maybe put a couple of cute pictures in there as well at the very end. I ended up setting up all of the journal entries here with these cute tabs on the side just to help better locate things in the future. But I'm gonna be going through basically everything on what to track when moving out and walking through and pre-planning your moving out journal. This is my first time doing it, so it is a beginner's guide, I would say, to moving out, things that you should track, and I'm going to be filling out all of the things with you today. In my research of what I should track when looking for an apartment, the first thing that got brought up in any type of YouTube search was touring questions. So I decided to dedicate a whole page to this, basically just capturing all of the questions that I want to ask that are general enough that they would apply to any different apartment when I'm walking through an apartment and touring it. Things like, how is rent paid? What is the average monthly utilities cost? The parking situation I'm going to want to know for visitors. How much is it going to charge me if I am going to be parking underground versus overground, things like that. A pet policy, I'm thinking of getting a pet in the future, so that's something I want to keep in mind. But also tips as well is I've been told to do a drive-by at night and look at the reviews online as well. In addition to touring questions, I also wanted to have a page dedicated to my apartment wants and just breaking down exactly what I thought was important and exactly the priority that they would take place. So my girlfriend and I are moving out, and as much as we love each other, honestly, we need our space. So a 2-bedroom is a must for the two of us. One thing that she really wants is a balcony and nothing that's super enclosed either. In addition, we would like parking underground just for safety reasons. It's a bit more secure, but putting down all of those things as well. I'd like it to be close to my work personally. So things like that, you have to obviously dedicate whatever apartment wants or house wants on this page. Things like location, price, and different amenities. The first thing that I did pre-planning spreads to moving out was looking at a monthly budget. Now, understandably, everything that you have to do to live comes with expenses. So things like rent, groceries, telephone, insurance, gas, parking, all of that wonderful joys of adulting is going to be a reality for me in the fall. So I just wanted to write down every expense I could think of so it's there for reference. And I'm going to go back and fill in how much I am guesstimating what it's going to cost. When you are creating things like bills, savings, and fun money, you should be using the 50-30-20 rule. So 50% of your income goes to bills, 30% goes to savings, and 20% goes to things like fun expenses, shopping. For me, stationery is where it would be at. And then the other side of the page, I just did a little title page for things to get. All of these tabs, I am really happy that I ended up going with this style in how I planned for my move journal because it is going to help me keep organized and flip to different reference pages really quick. So I'm writing down things that I'm going to need for my bedroom, for my kitchen, as well as the office, which is going to be our spare bedroom. Both my girlfriend and I will need an extra space, me for work, her for her studies. So that is going to be things that we are going to have to keep in mind. Honestly, I've never really moved out before besides university. So having these spreads filled out, I definitely think are going to be very beneficial, and things that I want to track when looking for an apartment. I want to make sure that I am seeing exactly what I have and what I need. If you guys have any tips on how to create different spreads to organize your move, let me know in the comments down below. Maybe you are a beginner to moving out just like I am, but if you do have any tips, if you've moved out before, let me know. I really could use some help and just some more guidance. These are all preliminary spreads, all spreads for beginners for moving out. Over on the left-hand side of the page, I've just done things for my office and another category. If we need things like paint, for example, I've shoved that in that category, but also like miscellaneous things like a broom I'm gonna need as well to clean up after myself. In my opinion, this is going to be the best moving spread idea for your bullet journal. It is a rental tracker. So I'm recording the date, location, the message that I end up sending, the response, the date that I toured a place, and then my thoughts on all of the locations that we are going to be looking at. And then I dedicated a separate page just on more details for that specific location. Things like amenities, photos that we took, and then our touring thoughts before, after, during the tour as well. And then I'm gonna come back and record my thoughts just in that last tab of the rental tracker. I've done a couple of different pages here just already pre-laid out. So when we go touring, it is great, quick, and easy. But here is just a couple examples of what it could look like filled out for the rental tracker, as well as the location in depth. But I hope you guys found this very useful. This is just a part 1 of the video, and I definitely am going to be making more moving out spreads as I journey through, trying to find an apartment, actually gathering the stuff that I need, and moving into that apartment itself. Well, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and comment down below, and I will shout out one of you guys again next week. This week I am shouting out Marie Francisco. Thank you so much for leaving a lovely comment down below. And if you are interested in seeing anything as usual, let me know down in the comments. I'd love to target some videos for you guys. Alright, bye, I'll see you next time.